Hi, I'm Enzo from Bevolution, the channel that gives you tips to improve your life. In this video, we'll talk about how to transform problems in opportunities. Most of us perceive problems and difficulties that arise in life as a burden. We just want them to go away. They are unwelcome and harmful. They need to be dealt with and, above all, to be overcome. They affect our life, they prevent us from reaching our goals, to realize our desires, they spoil our day, they sour our mood, they give us anxiety, even fear. Let's be honest, you can ask 100 people around you and no one will ever tell you that a problem is something positive. But what if we realize that a problem could actually be an opportunity? What if we choose to go from being a victim of fate to being a creator of destiny? What if we take the matter in our hands? Instead of seeing problems as just problems, why don't we start looking at them as opportunities? This is the topic I want to deal with today. But before we delve into it, let me introduce you the concept of serendipity. This concept will help you much better to understand how we can see a problem as an opportunity. What is serendipity? We have Mike here, our virtual assistant, who can explain the concept much better than me. Hi Mike.
Hi Enzo.
So Mike, what is serendipity?
Serendipity is an unexpected discovery or a fortunate chance that happens when you are not looking for it. In some cases, the discovery or the chance are the result of a true accident. What was found wasn't what was being looked for in the first place.
Thanks Mike. Can you give us some examples?
Of course. Let me tell you about some accidental and unintended scientific discoveries that changed the world. Here for you a fantastic example: the invention of the microwave. In 1946, the engineer Percy Spencer was working at a radar-related project for the US government. His goal was to improve the radar signals. During an experiment, in which he was using some particular radio waves, he noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He started then experimenting these waves with other food like popcorn kernels and eggs, so discovering the extraordinary power of this kind of waves. Later, he filed the patent for his great invention, the microwave.
Oh my god, this is fantastic. Give us another example.
Of course. Maybe the most important example of serendipity is the discovery of penicillin. Alexander Fleming, a microbiologist, was not very tidy in his researches. So sometimes, unusual bacteria developed in his petri dishes. One day, he found out that one of the petri dishes, where he was studying Staphylococcus bacteria, was accidentally contaminated with another bacteria from the air, that had produced unwanted mold. He noticed that the Staphylococcus bacteria did not grow around this strange mold. He had accidentally discovered the penicillin. Other examples are Viagra, insulin, LSD, the pacemaker, radioactivity, and many others. Science is full of examples like these.
Thanks Mike, that was incredibly useful.
Anytime Enzo.
Let's now get back to the general scope of our video. What can we learn from this serendipity that Mike has explained to us so well? That a problem can be an opportunity. Okay, I imagine you observing, but Enzo, those were particular cases. The problems in our life are very different. Well, the news is that this is not true. Every problem contains in itself an opportunity. We just have to have the lucidity to see it. How can you see the opportunity in the problem? I will give you some steps to follow so that you can do it. First of all, calm down. Take a breath. Go for a walk. Distance yourself emotionally. You need a cold mindset to start thinking. Sometimes you even need to wait a few days before you deal with the problem. Then, state clearly the problem. You have to understand it. If necessary, write it down in details. What is the discomfort? When did it start? What are the causes? What's the likely outcome if we just leave it as it is? The next step is acquire information about the problem. Do research. Consult with your friends or with professionals if necessary. Do brainstorming. Start changing your mindset. Don't think of it as a problem anymore, but as an opportunity. If it's a crisis that you have in your life, think of it as an opportunity to develop new skills or to follow new paths. If it's a work-related problem, think of it as a way to improve the organization, to involve people, to discover new qualities in co-workers. Don't tell yourself, where is the pain for me in this? But ask instead yourself, where is the opportunity for me in this problem? Where is the advantage? In most of the cases, you will discover that you have received a gift instead of a problem. Next step is apply what I call the genius mindset. It means go beyond in thinking and think of this opportunity as a personal growth for yourself. It's like you add another dimension. Instead of just transform the problem in opportunity, transform it in a growth for yourself, your mindset, your spirit, your experience. Sometimes it takes time, I know. It takes time to embrace this mindset, but it gives you a sense of freedom, a sense of acceptance of events that we cannot control. Don't be focused in the past, like blaming, regretting, be resentful with people. Instead, be future-orientated. And by this I mean your way of speaking as well. Instead of saying, for instance, why did we provoke a problem like that? This phrase, as you can hear, is past-orientated. Say instead, how can we improve our present situation? You can already see that this last sentence is much more constructive because it's future-orientated. Next step, consider every problem not as an existential crisis belonging to your destiny. Don't make this problem affect every single part of your life, so becoming your destiny. Don't be fatalist. It's not your destiny, but just a technical glitch to which you have to find a solution. Take responsibility. Take responsibility for the current situation. By that, I don't mean that you have to take the blame. It means that you have to accept that you have the power to take things in your hands and strive to improve the situation. Next step, and this is a consequence of the previous point, avoid thinking of yourself as a victim. You are not a victim, but a creator of destiny. Your destiny. Choose the best solution according to your new beautiful mindset, because now you have all the instruments, all the tools to find the best solution. And the last point is take action. Create an action plan. Just thinking and talking, it's not enough. Start taking action in order to improve the situation by implementing on a practical way a clear solution. If necessary, write down the action plan. If the task is too hard, start doing one little step at a time. Write a daily program. It might even be a very little daily task at the beginning, but start doing it every day without skipping any day. If we adopt a new point of view and start to see the problem not as such, but as an opportunity, we can change things and ultimately create something more meaningful. Thanks for following us. I'm Enzo from Devolution. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.